Salutations and good to be back on the air. Let's see. Okay, it has. Whew. The last time I was getting a little bit stuck with things, but this time, well, I had a few talks with a coworker of mine who's played through the game, done a little bit of research, and I think I know how to proceed. I know how to proceed with things. There's just one thing that's bothering me. Oh, that little date on the bottom there. Let me check something real quick. If I pull up the calendar, so 2020. This is 2024 though. Why? Weird. Weird. Why does it have that date there? That's irking me. I'll have to figure that out later. Anyways, what am I forgetting? There's something I'm forgetting, I know that. Whoa. Excuse me. Oh, yep, that's right. Pop out. Chat. Get that prepped. Perfect. Perfect. And I gotta share the link around, of course. Drop that in there. And a few other places. Pick up where we left off. Right. Nah, I'm not gonna go for that door. And I don't need to go for that instead. Whoa. I need a couple things here. My authority back on. Unequip those. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the gun on. Just for fun. Yeah. Okay. Choose composition. There is authority. Oh, authority minus composure though. Yeah. Choose too big to fill. There, visual calculus. Yeah, I think that. There we go. Do I have everything in order? I like these glasses. They're really nice. I think, my glasses are kind of like that, except they have a, yellow tint. Right then. That is... I don't want to put any other tools on. that's enough. That should be everything for here. Oh.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. This gun, Sunrise Parabellum, will be the only thing standing between you and the all-consuming nothingness that threatens to eat the world. Sheathe it and wait, Herald. It won't be long now.
Okay. Anyways. The map. What do we got here? Nope. I don't really have enough empathy for that. But I do have a way to try this out again. Assuming my theory is correct. Alright, so if I go over here...
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
You know what, since I haven't done this, Storekeep, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Children? Yeah, look at me. Who'd want to have children with me? I feel as if I don't have any kids.
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty.
Ooh.
It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
That's cute. That is cute. It's a shame that I already sent the cryptozoologist and his wife off. Can't play it with them now. Anyways, so what are these Wirral things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Oh yeah, of course. Someone like you with superstitions would not like it. Because, they don't actually believe in that sort of junk, and you do.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have
Like you.
rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
Yeah, summon entities like you with all your crud. There.
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
Like you. I should apologize. I am in pain today. So yes, all fun and games there. Alright, so we have... Oh, that's right, I wanted to figure out what the ham sandwich would do. Anyways, Wirral.
Large letters on the front form a title. Wirral. The colorful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids. Some short, some taller, some with pointy ears, others with ephemeral wings.
Examine the box.
Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel adds, a sword and sorcery adventure board game. with new maps and miniatures.
Look at the back.
A blurb on the back reads, "Tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Wirral. Leave behind Isolas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Wirral. Can your band of adventurers save the world?"
Yes, we're ready to take on this challenge.
Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice.
You see, that's one of the reasons I don't like some other RPG systems. An intricate rulebook? I actually have constructed my own system where I don't have an intricate rulebook. It's much more simpler, less to read, quicker to start.
In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest. Don't forget heated arguments escalating to physical confrontation with your friends. And most importantly, never forget to rage quit if the dice don't go your way.
Hold up a second, what was thought I saw mic input. Might be picking up some of the outside stuff. There we go. Alright, let's open the
You
box.
pry open the box. Inside, you find a folded up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine.
Let's look at the map.
A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, "Lands of Wirral." The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names, in addition to meadows, forests, hills, lakes and seas, also with odd names. It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus far. It's not a very helpful map.
Yeah, I thought as much. This is why I have map-making software. Anyways, let's check the booklet.
A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds. The options are in order of importance: the Welkin, the Tweog, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies.
The Welkin.
The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races: High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. But if you're not feeling experimental, a basic Welkin will always do.
Okay, the Dweger.
A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers.
So elves and dwarves.
The Tweog also come in a few different sub-races: Hill Tweog, Shield Tweog, and Dark Tweog.
Alright, what about humans?
They're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades.
Okay, simple enough, yeah.
A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies.
And the pygmies.
The least popular of the Wirral races, the pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
So they're hobbits, basically, halflings. Alright, let's look at the figurine.
You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
Ooh.
Interesting. A communard.
A what?
A communard. One of the leftist revolutionaries in the anti-centennial revolution.
What's so interesting about that?
The figurine is not a part of the real game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process.
Maybe someone should make a role-playing game set during the revolution.
Good luck finding people who'd want to play as communard.
Let's take the figure.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a disturbing shout. Then you pocket it.
Let's look at the die.
It's made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs. You don't know much about dice, but this one looks pretty damn fancy.
Let's take it.
You place the die into your pocket. It's always good to have luck on your side.
Oh yeah. Yep, I have a feeling this is very lucky. Close the box.
A colorful box with the title, Wirral, in bold letters. It's a board game.
Let's put it away. Alright, we have items. We have a little revolutionary figure person to go with our Flan Rider. Headless Flan Rider. And the standard Wirral die. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Here we go. Right. Titus is available again. Right. Alright, so let's take a quick look-see at authority. I have a 5 from my items. Let's make sure that nothing is reducing it. Excuse me. Okay.
Battery critical.
Let's take a quick look-see. Anything purple, purple, purple. No, 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 no. No, don't need that. Nope. No. 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 And no. Alright, that should be everything then. Right. Before I do this, I just need to use the restroom. So I will be right back. Alright, back now. So, if I do this correctly here, then I should be able to do... Yep. So, oh. There we go. So, it looks like I can just do I have a keyboard shortcuts to quick save and reload on that quick save. And I talked about this with my coworker. I didn't like it, and he remembers how you could not do this back when he first played it. And if I have to, I will just have to save scum. I don't like it. I don't like having to do it, but if I have to, I have to. It's regrettable. So, seems like we are about ready to go here. And if things go wrong...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Yeah, 7 of the 8 clowns. Alright, so, alright, authority's a 5. I gotta do a 16, which means... Wait. Authority's at a 5. Need to beat a 16. What? Why is my brain... Oh, that's why. Silly me. So I have a 5. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 1, plus 2, plus 1, plus 1, and a minus 1. So that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I got a 12 out of 16, meaning I need a 4 or greater. So 2 or 3 fails me. Alright. Alright, so basically the bottom of the barrel is the only thing that can screw me over here. Alright, here we go.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Uh-huh. Alright. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops. Drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Oh, let's see. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping other people. Let's see. Yeah, let's push this a little bit. And yep.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
And we have a guest. Welcome. I hope you enjoy.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Nice one, Kim. Nice.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amonju with an O-U.
Shit. The girl.
Wait.
The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Wait. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Class A Amandur. Cool. Yeah, let's try this one. Classy?
Yeah, blonde, tall, 2 rooms over
Oh.
from yours.
Ouch. Okay, yeah, Class A Amandur. Cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So, the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
Order of events and time frame, really, Titus. That's what matters. Because there's a very important thing here. It could be that it was a premeditated revenge murder, or it could have been in the heat of the moment, in which case it's self-defense. You see which one lines up as potentially better for the victim in case things go awry? We don't want things going awry. Trust me, I don't want to get involved in that.
It would help if we establish a timeline.
Exactly, Kim.
All right, 2 weeks maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Alright. So what was her relationship with the mercenary? I gotta ask this because, yeah, figure out what was going on beforehand possibly, if anything.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
That's what I wanted to know.
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
So it was just heat of the moment for him. He just picked a random victim. Okay, that's good. It's good for me because it helps establish even more credibility.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Alright, we'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Alright, that should be now. That should be excuse me. That should be enough now. Right. Let's swap to my good clothes now. Yeah, it's better. I like this outfit. I like this get up here. The pants though, I should really excuse me. I really should swap those out for something nice. Do I have anything good for pants? Not really. Yeah, I guess I could do that. That'll do. That'll do for now. Speak to the victim. Alright, so that's all taken care of. And Kim, what you got to say?
Officer, what was that?
What was...
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yes.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Sure, might as well.
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Gee, you think, Rhetoric? You think? Oh. Ah. I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
Yeah. She knows I don't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
She knows I did some crazy stuff before passing out. That I partied hard and was not mentally healthy.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
She overheard me listening to music from her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
I asked her where we are, what city this is, maybe even what year. Something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Nothing. Let's move on.
We'll be alright, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
If you're sure,
You
if you
feel
say so.
fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right.
Okay. Thanks, Kim.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Right. Okay, let's go ahead and put these tools away. For some reason I thought having that out would, make things a little more fun, a little easier. Alright. You know what? Wait a second. I wonder. Is now the time to look out that window?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling, you see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single
Perception.
thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Okay, hold on a second. What do I got for perception? Perception. A minus. Perception. Just from the cavalry boots. That's up there. Minus perception. Minus perception. That is all I can do here, so.
Behind
give it a
the
look.
dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. You see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It
All right.
takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Alright, so I got even odds for it. Less than even. Here it goes.
Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window.
Wait. Nothing, just black. So, there's not. Oh, wait. So, there's a secret room back there. There's a secret room back there, is what I'm hearing. Alright, let's pop my good boots back on. There we go. Child! The child has come here. Are you gonna lay down? That's a good little girl. It's a good little girl getting a pet. Very good. pet the kitty. She deserves pet. Yeah. Here we go. Girl, you gonna lay down now? Alright. Back to matters at hand.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Okay.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Oh. Let's open up. What do we got here, Kim? Sweet. Piles of dirty clothes. Hotel bill calculations. Oh, she's okay. An extended stay. What we got over here? Oh. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. Huh. Wait, whoa. What? 4 months of payments? Excuse me. Have a look-see in here. The yard below, corpse no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the
It's been
toothbrush.
used quite a lot.
Uh-huh. Medications?
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Uh-huh. Quite a collection in here.
Anything of note?
Let's check the
Pill
box.
bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra. Opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Interesting. Wonder if she has an opium problem. Pill sheets?
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Okay. Is something more interesting here? Got good chances.
A bright
Yes.
orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Uh-huh. Wait. Take it in secret? No. Hold on. What's so exciting about this orange bottle? That ain't pleasant. That ain't pleasant at all. Why does my throat have to do that? There we go. Alright, what's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
What? Hold on. No. I'm not taking that. Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Okay, prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
It's prescription, so... You know what, take it in plain sight. Let Kim take it from me.
The lieutenant looks toward the door as if he didn't see you pilfer that sweet Preptide. He did, though. He totally did, and now he thinks less of you. Should have kept it sub rosa.
Come on now. Kim knows I'm not going to use it. I haven't touched anything.
Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
Close the cabinet. Okay, nothing else in here. Tools. Okay, so speed will increase psyche and mototronics. -1 to my morale, though. Which explains this. Speed gives one side. Okay. That's why it didn't make sense before, because I wasn't going for any sight. Or any speed. Alright, let's go upstairs. Maybe I can give that stuff to her. Check. Bed has been hastily made, okay.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run my finger across the surface.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures.
Interesting.
Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Right, and the mat. Oh. There's nothing else. Okay. Smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Okay. It's over here. Handful of dried wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Move fast!
You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a maybell.
Nate!
The young woman looks at the maybell in your hand, just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
What's over here? Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. What's this over here?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Physical, no, I got nothing for that. Where does this lead to?
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
You think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Uh-huh.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
Tap the roof with my foot.
A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
So maybe the door below is a mega investigation.
No, still a mini investigation.
Let's push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
Huh.
Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy. Must be something valuable inside to go through the trouble of protecting it. The door is very sturdy indeed.
Yeah, I got nothing to open that, so leave it. Interrupt. A maybell.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
I bet that area behind the Union spot is a greenhouse. Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is that a coincidence, being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
What is the revolution?
A big political and military conflict. Ask around or buy a book.
And who pinned him? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too.
Uh-huh.
It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Alright, very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none.
Blow on my fingers.
Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt.
Alright then. Alright. Alright, so, Miss Classy.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
Alright. You got anything?
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. Oh no, no. Nice view you got up here.
It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Whoops.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
Let's see. How do I want to comment? It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you pushing things along here because I kind of bungled up the introductions.
It's like she's disappointed this wasn't about more entertaining matters.
Alright, what is your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amandou.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent. Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Are you from Orangey?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Expatriate, so used to be from there. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. Alright. And what do you do? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
Oh?
Oranese lit.
Ornese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is what is the literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
And Revacholian literature, too?
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world.
I do feel an urge to save the world, yes. Guess that's why I'm on this case.
That's the natural state of the Revacholian hero.
Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Okay, quick escape.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Huh, okay then.
Okie dokie.
Alright, thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
So, what is this wildflower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Alright, nice room you got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
So, what are you doing here at the Whirling in Rags?
I'm wintering.
Wintering?
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
That fits.
The bills downstairs concur.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the, well... Why here? Yeah, why in the Whirling?
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Okay. Where does that door lead to?
I have no idea, officer.
And, that window looks new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
And, you have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
It's legal, but reprimand her. I'm not gonna call it narcomania now. It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
Let's see. You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically.
Mirrored speed molecule, okay. It also includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
I would certainly hope not. I would hope that's more just like a just in case.
Better safe than sorry.
Good answer. That's all as far as that goes then.
Very funky.
Alright, other questions?
Okay.
Wow, that one was a little bit louder in my ears.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Before I get to the big one here, been drinking a lot of water because of how things have been going today, so allow me to excuse myself once more. Be right back. There we go. I'm back, and I also have the child in my arms. Such an adorable little girl. Yeah, it's my cute little baby. Let's switch back over to here. Child, you don't want to sit on me. You don't want to sit on my lap. You're still cute, though. You're still a cute little girl. Alright, you can go if you want. Alright. Alright, back we go. So, they tell us you were raped.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
And what does that mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him.
Okay.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
What?
By they, She means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Uh-huh. That's... what? Hold on. So, what did happen between you and the victim? Wait. Oh, so many questions. I just asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
What kind of partying? The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
So it was consensual. Harder than this, I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
Are we talking some BDSM then? BDSM gone wrong?
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
So you were lovers?
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
Huh.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Interesting. So it must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging, that was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Sure thing. That just takes care of a few of my own internal questions. Piecing together the puzzle.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Oh.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
Interesting. And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Yeah, given Everard, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Okay.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
So, what did they hang him for if not for rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
So, is that? Really? That's all? Nothing... this... Wow.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
Shot before they hanged him.
I'm not picking up on any theatrecraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
Uh-huh.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
So where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Got it. Okay, Thank you for telling us all this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Yeah, let's go. Real quick. Real quick. No. Alright, let's pop back in here. Nope, nothing interesting. So.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
So why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
Exactly, Kim.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Oh, bottles! Oh, right. Let's move that down there because I don't want to use it. Those are all physique. Those are all. Right. Give her some time. Let her collect herself, and then we can ask her. Right. How soon? Gotta get with Egghead about that. Find your way out of the maze of things to say. Alright, anything else? No, nothing. Oh, what's mid-60? Okay, 40 more. Oh, Titus.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
So, Classy says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Well, here's the thing, Elizabeth. We're on a certain subject matter. Therefore, I will say that she's referring to her unless he can clarify.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
I see, so this is the story you've told yourself to justify it. You're a jealous lover.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Really? That's the story you're going with now.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Diversion. No, stay on track. Cut the bullshit.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
She was very calm and very lucid.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Really?
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Hissing like a snake. I guess they teach you that in law school.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Really?
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why once you listen to it.
Now that is intriguing. You had me at door gunner.
Why should I care about the tape when you lied to me?
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Fix, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Alright, that's enough for now.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to
You
it.
do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Well, I got something to listen to it with, that's for sure. Right. Let's see. Let's equip this. Yeah, I'll do it on this side. Interact. Mega mix.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
You push Command C, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
Uh-huh.
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
Uh-huh.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
He said that he would, but that doesn't line up with him actually confessing to have done it. It was just a plan to.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
Interesting. I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
There's more going on here than we know.
So what's this Corty?
Corty could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
And Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Huh.
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad.
Sounds like Vietnam. You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Alright, so what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night.
Ooh. Alright, so... Before I talk with her, though... I'm gonna have a chat with Egghead. I'm curious about Shunk. What? Actually, I want to have a word with Mr. Right to Work.
Right to work!
Nope, nothing there. Alright, so let's get the map out here. There's something up there. Might be interesting sometime. Cafeteria window. I can try that again? Sweet. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, because there's something back there. Let's swap the boots out. Have a look-see here.
Behind the dockworkers, you see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years.
Alright,
it takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Alright, I got better than even odds now.
Nothing as before, just black branches.
What's this weirdo cop doing now, huh? Window shopping?
I think he's trying to find dirt on us, in our box. It's what they do, Shanks. Did you know policemen are sometimes called pigs?
Wow, no. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, because they like to sniff around in dirt.
He's just trying to sound clever. He has no idea what you're looking for, nor do you yourself.
Right. Alright. That's fine. We'll leave that be. Come back later when I can upgrade my perception. So, map. Church. Pop in here. Let's see if having the music on my shoulder helps.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Is it?
It's hardcore.
You're going to just keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
Nothing there. Okay.
We're close. True, hard, full, car. Hardcore.
What is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yeags and args. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from. Judging by his name, could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
You know, I want to ask, is this the famous Van Eyck I'm hearing?
You know about him? You know Van Eyck?
Yeah, I'm a major Enkhead.
Wow.
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I. So am I.
Ooh.
Oh, is that why they call you Egghead? Because
Egghead.
Egghead to the mega, the K became the G, the boy became the man. The Advent? We're close. True, hard, full, car.
say nothing.
Hardcore!
What is it? I mean, really.
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G, or
Okay.
maybe it's not but for.
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark. Yeah!
He missed one A.
You missed an A there. I yelled mine with 6 A's, so you have to. I yelled mine with 6 A's, so you have to yell it with 6 too.
I'm the hard rhymer, the track attacker, the mic enforcer, the sixth checker. I am the law.
Aww. Let's try that
The
again.
cloud, true, hard, hardcore,
What
yeah!
is it?
This young, or
Yep.
maybe
The
Yep.
Y, yeah!
he missed one A.
You missed an A, but that's okay. I'm a pretty lenient cop.
It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
Now,
The
okay.
close, true, hard, full, car,
Nothing.
hardcore,
Nothing.
hardcore to the mega,
Nothing.
internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary behind the whirling.
Good morning, yeah, 1, 2, 3, Yeko Kata, the place to be.
You said that before. What is Yekokata, the place to be? What does it mean?
Yeko Kata is a hardcore place.
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
No.
The
Okay.
close, true, hard, full, car, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega.
Nothing.
Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah.
Mercenary.
1, 2, 3, Yeko Kata, the place to be.
Okay, I'm beginning to think this doesn't have anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion, the spirit is what you feel.
Okay, so there's still.
The
Alright.
close. True, hard, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega.
Alright.
Here comes the night.
No. There's something else. There's
The cloud,
something
true,
else.
hard, full, hardcore, hardcore, internally coherent. All car, all right, yeah.
Please tell me, what exactly are you doing?
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
What is a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
There is a place far away in Katla, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's Orbit, where there are 25 hours in a day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full of eternite, depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills. The Suru live there.
Interesting.
The close.
What else?
True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega.
Alright.
Here comes the night.
No, that's right. Oh, that
The
goes to
close.
nothing.
True. Hardcore. Hardcore.
Nope.
Internally coherent.
No.
All car. Gotta
Tell
get the
me.
people going.
I see.
Yeah. Request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible.
Okay.
The cloud. True. Hard. Hardcore.
Nothing.
Hardcore to the mega. Internally
Nothing.
coherent. All car. All
He furrows his brow.
hardcore. Ah!
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now that's just idiotic. You know what? Just answer the question.
But there was no question. The close. True. Hard.
Let's try that.
Intern. All car.
He furrows.
Hardcore.
Okay.
The question is, what is the question?
That would be good if I asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just
But
idiotic.
there was a question?
What? Come on,
The
you.
close. True. Hard. Full. Car. Hardcore.
Nothing.
Intern. All car.
He furrows his brow.
Hard.
So
Is it
hard.
though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
No, Okay.
The club, true, hard, full, car. Hardcore, internally, all car.
He furrows it.
Is it
Hardcore,
though? But
it
is
is.
it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Ah. Okay. Egg, can you please route Suna's signal through the speakers?
To the Mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
Awesome! 3.5. No doubt about it, it's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
Thank you, Egg.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good people.
Ah, thank you, Egg. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music. Reroute.
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec for a special scheduled event. The on-off will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
Pardon me, I gotta... be right back. Some discomfort. Alright, back now. Yeah, today's just been a little bit rough on me. Rough week, actually. Oh boy. Anyways, how do you like it in the church, Egg?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place! The first page of the second chapter!
Interesting.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
Uh-huh. Weird. Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Amor, la compassion, la autodiscipline.
Love! In a woman's lungs, Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on, 'cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as thought reading.
Yeah! Reversion imperative!
Unless you were thinking Reversion imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You're right, I wasn't thinking that.
Hardcore superstar!
Tell me something else, Egg.
Yeah!
Is your real name Jermaine?
Hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Alright, goodbye, Egghead.
Alright! Here comes the night!
You see, I knew that boombox would come in handy. I knew I needed to wear it because that totally had the effect I needed. Gave me the creds to speak with it.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, talk to Egghead. You can go now.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
What I think he's saying is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically.
Okay, ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are we sure about this?
Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest.
What?
It will devour everything.
What?
The floorboards, the glass, the streets and people. Nothing will remain.
Black hole?
Guys, what's going on?
This fragile world is about to break.
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Oceana! Mother of Mega!
He's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
Oh boy. Hey, what's that weird rattling sound?
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to earth! Love!
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh, I wanna dance with somebody.
Oh! I want to feel the heat with somebody!
Oh, this is,
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Seal?
I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
All right, Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop it.
Then it stops, totally and utterly, as if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now.
That's, this is something.
Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's the start.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I've never heard anything like it.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
You're gonna write to Sulisaw?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear. They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
So what happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
Okay, looks like you're gonna get along with them well then.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Ooh, boy.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive.
Interesting. Top of the apocalypse, during commercial, okay. But pale unknown. Okay. I'll try that. You know what? Might as well.
All you hear is silence in your head.
No. Right. Oh, that is something. That was something, alright. Alright, we got that taken care of. So talk to Classy about that. You should talk with Everett about the drug lab. Uno, and is that empathy? Yeah. Well, What to do? What to do? Oh, I can use a point for perception and try that again. So, let's get the map out. Let's head back to Martinez. You know what? I want to take that off. Thank you. That's enough. Woo! Boo, 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 boo. Alright. Let's take a look-see in there. That's weird, though. The formation looks about right. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna... Perception. Level up. Does that keep it, or... It did. It did keep it. Right. So, that's available again. I should have much better odds now.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn, you see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket
Got
over
some,
a period of
good
circa
odds this time.
50 years. It takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Let's see. I need 15. I got a 7. Plus 2 makes 9, which means I need a 6 or better. And given that dice 2d6s tend to roll with an average of 7, I got good chances.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Ooh.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find.
And of course it's yellow because video games. No, it's cute.
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone hid a key in that bush.
Huh?
Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Thank you very much, Theo. That was actually very decent of you.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Alright, yep, yeah. Thank you.
Off yourself. Make it up to me, cop. I still got my money on that.
Well, I wonder what doors this opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
Yeah. Alright. Let's head over here and have a look-see.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
The dimple.
It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
Good point, Calculus. I was just thinking that. Try the key.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Neat! Neato! Let me swap my boots. I want my other boots. There we go. I like these boots. Pinball machine says Franco Cornier. The theme is horses and swords. White deodar. Okay, the black glass shows a female figure in mourning. Note, NB, the spare key is tied to the... Interesting. Okay. Money. Let's get money. There's,
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine.
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it. Lit, a phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats, a classic.
Wait, you played it?
A little.
Let's take a close look.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean closer and read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Right, insert a coin.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm. Pretty soon, you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he then?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
A racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
Yeah, technically human beings are at the top of the food chain, but yeah, that's not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids.
Oh.
Other people's kids too.
Oh.
Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Jeez.
But you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, A special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Concentrate and aim for the narrow passage.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. An ampoule? The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog.
What?
Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
Well, good thing I got 14 visual calculus.
You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the power is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
Kim, it can be done. Just watch.
I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
You know what? That's... Sure.
With automation-like precision, you keep the final goat ball in play, reacting to the tiniest stimuli, floating in the flow state. The fog is clearing, and suddenly, the old speaker crackles.
I got double boxcars. I succeeded. I had no chance to win that.
Gordy Ball is lit.
Huh?
A panel opens up at the top of the playfield, and a new ball charges downhill. It's larger than the goats and matte black. Cornelius spell the white letters running across the equator. So violent is its descent, it immediately knocks the last goat into the abyss, then proceeds to bounce all across the board as if carried by some demonic otherworldly inertia. High score, announce the speakers, and the whole machine lights up. Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the Gordy Ball to join the goats backstage. Cornelius vanishes, and the machine powers off.
That's amazing.
I think I won, Kim.
You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats. That is a monumental achievement, Detective.
Who's the king of pinball, Kim?
Congratulations, Your Highness. That was really impressive.
Thanks, Kim.
The machine needs a good service before anyone else can even attempt it again.
Alright, time to move on.
Yes. Good times.
Once again, the machine becomes one with the dust and the darkness.
And also, hello there. Glad you could join. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here?
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run my finger across the dust of the white Doria machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white Doria?
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
Diora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era, on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
Kim Kitsurage.
Kim,
Yes.
Pinball, Kitsuragi.
Kimball?
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
Hold up. You're Kim Pinball Kitsurage?
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
Wait, but I still can't remember anything else.
Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman.
You don't seem to really like pinball. Something the matter?
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame.
Then why are you called Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How did you...
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide.
Oh. Heck.
End of story.
You were a juvie cop at 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
So that's why you didn't talk to Kuno.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. Or no, you're Lieutenant Kitsuragi to me.
Not only to you, I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi to everyone. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Adorable, Kim. Alright.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Let's look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Ooh boy, so this is not seen service, or not seen maintenance for, wait, hold on. It's not seen service for 60 years-ish? Yeah. Look at the controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
Does the last maintenance was 88?
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
88, this elevator was maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
I could use a rest like that, yeah.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Alright, wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Alright, let's close the doors and go up, Kim. Ooh. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. Box of tools, replacement parts. Schematics for pinball machines, futurism themed. Pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the artists bang away at it.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the Whirling Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
Yeah, it definitely would be interesting. Ooh, footprints. Footy print. The door to the outside. So, this is a back way. Oh! Pinball maker's coat. Nice. And the footprints?
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer, the Blue Door was a mega investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, which I would say is quite large.
See, Kim, this is why I pick up everything. Pick up all the side quests. They all contribute to the main, some way or another. Alright, so so what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind Classia's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom-made or old-fashioned.
So like my boots?
Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
The print looks like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
And it doesn't look like the odd sole that we found outside.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Doesn't look like the workers, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Like the boots I'm wearing?
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. And what do we got here? Tiny hole in the wall. Oh!
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
I think I can see Classy's bedroom from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
What were those people doing in there?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural.
Right, well, let's take a look at the door.
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
So what's on the other side?
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Class here about this route. See how she reacts?
Sure thing.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly and reads science fiction.
Let's unbar the door. Hey.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Before we get any further, I definitely need a quick break. Be right back. Okay, I'm back now. Oh. Youch. Ooh, the pain is getting to me a little bit. Let's... let me see if I got more volition. Well, wait. Okay, good. I can spend a point for volition. Alright. Got better than even odds?
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys?
Who?
Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? I'm merely a master thespian. These guys are compromised.
What?
She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
What? I knew something was off.
I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part.
Okay, which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume.
It's to assume what?
All of them.
Even you?
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised.
Wow, you got some spunk.
Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Okay, I gotta grab that. I gotta grab that real quick. Oop, there we go. Put that off to the side. So how did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I do advocate for reading the 48 Laws of Power, for instance. So does that mean she's been lying to me?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Okay. Alright.
Good. The less paranoid option. You can trust them. Just not with Clasia Amandu. A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
So what is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
Yeah, nothing hard there. Okay. Right. I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Just close my eyes and let the moment pass.
For a second, Her face disappears from your cornea. Only a silvery negative remains. Still smiling, a tired smile.
Okay, I need to talk to you about your room again.
Yeah?
The door, did you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
I'm thinking you do because there's a yellow key.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
It's an old pinball workshop. Little room back there. Used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
And there are tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
And there's a peephole on the other side, looking into your room.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Bingo.
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay. Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
It could just be a coincidence.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
Let's see. You must have some idea.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
Good point. That's all for now. Other questions?
All right.
So Titus gave us a recording, and it stated his intentions.
She puts her coffee cup down. With a soft ring, as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are his exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was used.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
Did you learn this from studying Orkney's Lit? Sounds psychological.
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the pages. You can trust Pillar Bookhead, by the way. As far as I can tell, he's not singing to her tune. The only one besides me.
So turned it into his, coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lely?
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
You like stuff like this?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Right. Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
Let's see. So how old was he?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
Bingo.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Better not mention it.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you.
And his eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Let's see. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
What did it represent? Do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Is this orangey? Wait. Is this orangey's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite, dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course, and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
And you're the woman in this.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that'll show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now.
Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
And where is Lacestad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Alright. You were both Orangies.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Interesting.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
The drugs.
Sex. Alcohol. No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
You know what? Yeah. Not a patriot.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Semenine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
There is nothing on Moindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
Something miraculous is coming, he told me.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
From way out northwest, he told me.
Cool.
I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
And let's talk more about this so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
You sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean you're... Well, so you're not entirely sure.
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
Possibly. Possibly. As a coping mechanism. Alright, that'll
How
be...
about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Let's return to this later.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you were wrong about the deceased too. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been... Well, the ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant.
There's silence. Then a little more.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on! I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
What? Date of birth generate... Okay. Alright, let's pop back in here. Nothing much. But yeah, lots of stuff to go over. I talked to Titus about that, got a few things done. Oh, and I got a new thing. Let's see. Body feels like your mind's... Feels like it's lived longer, both longer than they ought to be. But for how long? Oh boy. So when was I born? Right. What, did I gain anything? Oh, yeah. Empathy and hand-eye coordination. Neat. Right. Got a spare point I can keep in the wings. You know what? Let's have a word with Titus here.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Alright, so I talked with Classy about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything and didn't change your mind.
Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Did not come to a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Yeah, I think I know where this is going.
Right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I can mix and match a little bit. I think you had a lie plan, but she didn't play along.
I ask for your opinion. Not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
Tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Oh no. He's definitely compromised too. It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it now.
What? Who?
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Maybe not then.
Good idea.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Let's see. She's not some helpless girl. She handled that mercenary well enough.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Be straight with your Titus. Straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!" That lying, scamming. We're done.
Oh, boy.
This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah, so, you want to come in for murder then? Because, it sounds like you shot him as a jealous lover. You didn't read the signals.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
I got a 97% here. Let's see. Ooh, 7 plus a surreal, strange reaction to bullet, Everett, push Titus. Okay. Right. Here we go.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, The powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker.
Ooh, let's put the turkey in the pressure cooker. Let's see him pop.
Just remember, it's about more than Glazia. It's about these men and Martinez.
Ooh.
Their district.
Ooh,
their
this is getting
responsibility.
Yeah.
Outside in the evening light, ruined and old, shadows lengthen on the pavement. A distant gunshot.
All right, that's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because of some chick. Well, no, wait. Yeah, because of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm, a Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Really, do you?
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Yep. You're a smart one, Liz.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead. Well, wait, no. Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead?
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them?
Ooh.
Take note of this.
Did she kill him?
Hold on. Cheek.
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way.
Aha, so it seems like it was an accident then. So if it was an accident, that makes things easier for everyone. I mean, we could have kept it that way if he just worked with me to begin with.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Aha.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Mm-hmm. Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Tibbs. That's short for...
Tiberius?
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's name, Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
Right then, okay. If Classy didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we
They
talking
can't
about?
show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Uh-huh.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
Right. You know, seriously, if you just told me this to begin with, we could have worked out something that would have been beneficial for everyone. Instead, you've had to make this elaborate ruse.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Whose idea was it to hang him? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said girls. Asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
Mm-hmm. It's her, isn't it? The missing 8th Hardy. That's the other girl.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes.
I'll see it again. All the Hardy boys are right here, cop. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Let's see. No, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. From the looks of it, she seems like she's just up and up as you guys. Quite frankly, that's something to be proud of.
We're Hardy boys. And that's it.
Alright, so, but can you tell me about this, affiliate? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to.
Alright, so who killed the Merc? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
Interesting. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Interesting.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klasia. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Given the location, that's, really weird.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past, too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
Alright, one more thing. Sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection.
But you would still prefer it if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
You. Titus, listen, you gave me hell, but I do appreciate you coming out. Alright. Righto. What else did I get? Oh, I got 2 skill points to work with now. Ooh. Potent. Alright.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Ah. Yeah, the church is actually my past.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Gert, oh, classy. Room 3, she nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
Well, anyways, mystery solved. I don't like loose ends.
Yeah, neither do I. Thank you for telling me, I guess. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it.
And what if I told you there's a back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines, a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why? Did you want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
Thinking of turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
There's a peephole in the wall, by the way.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room right next to Classy's bedroom. Found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment?
Yeah,
I hope not.
Yeah, I have to warn you. I may have discovered that the Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Wait, so you know of the curse? The Whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B of the doomed commercial area.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Let's see. The Whirling was once East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. Perhaps it can't escape.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
You must really care about how this place since you worked here for so long.
Yeah... It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way. Especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You shouldn't be so worried about that label, you know?
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
So who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
And who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
Okay. Well, good luck with this place then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Goodbye. All right, Classy.
It's always good to see you.
So the Hardy Boys told us what happened.
I understand.
Chill, I'm the cool cop, remember?
I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two, then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Whoop. Headset died.
Let them. Why did you waste our time then?
Okay, there we go. All right, that's working now. Right, and should be back on schedule. Okay, so why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, wine dark in the evening light.
What lies beyond it?
The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old world.
Is that why you're always looking over your shoulder?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
So what's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Oranese lit. Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Let's see, so you said you studied Orangey's Lit. What's with the fugitive stuff?
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene.
Alright, so what did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewes County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewskop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Laws cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Interesting. Right, this is bad. Oh. Papa Lolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people who've done worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
Speaking of, what happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
You don't have to continue if you don't want to.
No, I want to. Let's get this done.
It's okay. Tell us as much as you're comfortable with.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it was a real motherfucker. Ow.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
That's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
I just said you look pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
What did you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
And what happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader?
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Aha, I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Aha.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Right, so what then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
This is concurrent with your doubts at the autopsy about the coloring being.
I knew it. Coloring in the lower limbs looked faint.
About half an hour had passed since the moment of death.
She nods.
You were late. The marks would be faint by that time.
In honor of another precise forensic observation.
Alright, so then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Right.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
Good job, Logic. You might have something here.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
Did you kill Laylee?
What? Why would I put myself through this insanity? Get myself cornered like this? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition.
Like I suspected.
Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
That Logic one makes sense, because it goes with something I was thinking about earlier. You must have had a weapon nearby. Did you see that? Or did you use it?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
So, the bullet in his head was jacketed, military grade. Who else would have a military rifle?
I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it. Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Look who's waking up from 1,000 years of sleep.
So you lied to me about the bullet before when I said he was shot. You said you're confused.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work.
Drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Could have contributed to his end.
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer. I'm under some stress here.
Alright, I'd like you to answer some other questions.
Like what?
Let's see. Why did you call the cops if you're in hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
Logic. Shush. So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then?
Ruby. Ruby must have made the call.
She did, of course.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, This is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Right, I think we're done there.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality.
Drama? No, you're not helping here.
This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
In God's name, wake up!
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first.
Thank you, Volition.
Yes. Start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Right, Kim, why have we not arrested her yet? Wait, no. Your real name isn't Classy Amadou.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good, you can tell me the truth.
I log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Was the passport BS too? That passport you keep hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Claudia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
Right, where's the buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
West of the boardwalk, okay.
It's useless.
I'll have to check that out.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Can you tell me your real name?
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugograd in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism.
Mm-hmm.
It also makes Clausia almost an acronym for Katarzyna Alazia.
Acronym? Huh. So, Classy is an abbreviation.
It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname? Who gave you this nickname, Clausia?
Who gave it to you?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago.
Uh-huh. If Finally we meet.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
All right, enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Let's see. You know, I think you didn't make the call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
All right. Let's say nothing for now.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
And Kim, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Let's return to this later. Right, Kim, let's have a look-see at that window. A visual
This
calculus.
window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Alright, got my visual calculus on. It's an 8 plus a 1, that's a 9. Need to make an 11. Whew, the only way I lose is with a 2.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Interesting. So, potential points of shooting it. Furthest away... Huh. The Feld building, maybe. The Feld building.
A two-hearted spider.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Okay. Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Look at A prime, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Interesting. Okay. Any arguments against A prime? The roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Okay. Could have been another point of origin further away.
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Uh-huh. So, let's take a look at B prime.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
True, true. Point B, I think, is less likely.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Yeah, that's a bit much. And what about 3? I haven't even been to there.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
Interesting.
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Access is questionable. Meaning a few people have access to it, less likely of it getting caught out there, or even someone noticing anything. Kim, you think the shot have come from the roof or further from it?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, boardwalk, B double prime, blah 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 blah.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Roll these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
That's fair. That's perfectly fair. You keep that in mind, Kim. I'm gonna keep the other in mind. Right, door's locked. You know what, I don't feel like giving money to Gart. So hey, Union boys in? Or did they leave? Oh, Titus is still here. Alright, I know I need to talk with Titus, but I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. Let's go ahead and quick save. And that's gonna be it for the night. Take care, everyone.